come looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new.
I move it before I lose it. Man, you getting it on? Don't even go there.
Damn, I can't wait to get this wine in today. Shit.
It's the home of the Celtics.
Barber in 3 days, man. Fuck.
Here in Boston as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. A look at the 76ers starting group. Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Tony Roten out there with Hollis Thompson. And it's Okafor in the 5 spot. Here's Sullinger. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Sullinger the screen. And Turner kicks to Sullinger. Outside Bradley. From deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
On defense, Philadelphia.
Why didn't you wait to pass the ball, man? He was open.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Move it.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Thompson.
Well, you know, last season I thought the Celtics made some strong waves in the East. I mean, they kept fighting and fighting all season long, and they ended up in the playoffs because of that never-give-up attitude.
And Turner kicks to Sullinger. 6 to shoot. Back to Turner. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Flagrant, nigga.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous
play
right
playing
there.
The ball. He's snatching out the air.
Putting opponents in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And the first one at the line is good.
Some Philly jerseys in the crowd. Let's go.
He hits one and misses one. He's at the line.
Come on, eh?
Sullinger the screen. Smart kicks to Sullinger. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And for the Celtics, 28 of their 40 wins on the season came against the East. Not impressive, but it got the job done in a conference which could be had at times, obviously.
That's true, but what should be noted, Kevin, about the Celtics against the East is just how well they played against the Eastern Conference playoff teams.
Right.
I mean, against the East top 8, they shot a lot better and executed a lot better as well. So you can see them stepping up their game against the competition.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Smart with the ball. Kicks it out to Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sullinger dishes to Zeller.
You gotta make that, man.
And the 76ers
Wow.
go the other way with it.
And that was a perfect release.
Rebound by
Missed
Turner.
it.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Huh?
The 76ers lead.
Yeah, he's supposed to make that. That was perfect.
Roten, the pass to Noel. Grant outside. And it's Okafor at the elbow. Second chance shot. Good D by Sullinger. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Outside Turner for 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Here's Okafor. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Thompson against Bradley. And Turner kicks to Bradley. To the middle. Out to Turner. Back to Zeller. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Smart. And the rejection by Noel. And here they go.
Oh, he passed it.
And Okafor slams it in.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Now here's Smart. T right on him. 4 on the clock. And Sullinger with the drive. It's tipped. Turner with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Wasted no time on that one. And it's 6 points for Avery Bradley.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Okafor kicks to Roten. There's Noel. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
That's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Bradley can't get it to go.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Now here's Okafor. And the shot is good.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And Brad Stevens now in his 3rd year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all. Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
And now, the first timeout call here for Boston. Some changes for Boston. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Tyler Zeller. Lee comes in for Sullinger. And Thomas subbed in for Marcus Smart. Now here's Thomas. He's covered by Roten. Picked by Lee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there, yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
The Celtics with the lead. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Boston, no good that time either.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Thompson with it. Now, Thomas defending. Thomas against Thompson. And it's Grant in the corner. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Turner. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, confidence of the coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
The 76ers trailed by 4. Roten. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And boy, did Evan Turner make the most of his second chance last season. With more focus, huge minutes for him with the Celtics, he may have found a home.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
You know, it was a career year all around for Tucker last season. Still has work to do on his game, but showed he can contribute to a winning team. Very good value for his contract, too. You can never discount that.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Carl Landry's checked in for Okafor. Stauskas comes in for Hollis Thompson. And it's Cannon in for Tony Rote. Cannon, that's a 2-pointer. Grant gets a wide open look. The 76ers again can't hit it. At the elbow, it's Brantley. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Thomas with the ball. Now defended by Grant. There's the screen. Lee dishes to Thomas. And it's Lee penetrating. Nice ball movement by Boston. Bradley can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 6. For 3, Stauskas. And he gets it to go.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Thomas passes to Brantley. Shot clock at 5. Goes up off the pick. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Celtics making a switch here. Crowder's checked in.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Thomas outside, but he stays with it. Floats one up. They shoot again, and he sinks the layup. And the Celtics lead by 5.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
.131 left in the first quarter. Olynyk with it. Noel on him. And the rejection by Noel. And here's Stauskas from the arc. They get it again. The dish to Noel. There's the feed to Grant. Out to the right wing. There's Cannon with the 3. No luck. Celtics leading by 5. Crowder kicks to Bradley. Pass to Crowder. Lots of room. Another shot. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Nigga.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Here's Landry. And that one is stuffed right through.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Carl Landry.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Boston, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
That free throw missing.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are concerned, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Young's checked in for Boston. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Philadelphia. Robert Covington comes in for Grant. Landry with the screen. 4-3, Covington. And he gets it to go.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
On its way from Young for 2. And still a close game. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Isaiah Thomas out there with Young. Then there's Jerebko. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Sullinger in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Outside Thomas. Dishes it to Jerebko. Back to Thomas. He feeds it to Jerebko. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Jerebko's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Celtics. The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Exactly. And listen, the third straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But
Wrong. Shit
What
right
is
here.
it?
I can see.
Crab cakes.
Give me that.
You made them?
Homemade made them drinks.
as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
Power down with both hands.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And guys, I tell you, big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
From inside, Sellinger, no good.
And it's clear for the Sixers, the plan has been to continue to add good young players. Eventually, I think they'll be a force in the East. There's no guarantee, but they've got a plan and they're sticking to it.
It's Thomas outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Landry's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Okafor comes in for Jakar Sampson. And Roten subbed in for Cannon.
A lot of teams that win a title often have a former #1 pick leading the way, or at least a top 3 NBA draft pick as their leader. So the 76ers are trying a shotgun approach to that, trying to get as many top 3 picks as they can, hoping one turns into the next superstar.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Jared Sullinger.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Grab the ball.
There's a good screen. Landry with the screen. Out to the right wing. Roten. And the shot no good, a bit short. And Young, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up. This is that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
And he sinks the second.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
Okafor kicks to Stauskas. Landry, a screen on Young. Stauskas dishes to Landry. Shoots a fader. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
The shot is off. So the Celtics will take it the other way. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now, here is Young. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. 76ers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And that one's good. 6 points for Roten.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Boston again missing.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Covington's shot is off.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Here's Roten. And the 76ers get it back. Second chance shot. And he gets it to go. Landry's got 6 points in the quarter. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Timeout called the 76ers. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple of years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Philadelphia also making some changes. Noel comes in for Carl Landry. And it's Thompson and for Stauskas. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that for. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diaz in the way he treats his body.
Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. Johnson outside. Tries to keep it alive. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And Philadelphia has possession. Now Roten. He has 6. Okafor sets the pick for Noel. Here's Roten. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Smart with the ball. And Roten picks him up defensively. And Okafor with the block. They retain possession. Johnson against Okafor. The second chance effort. Boston, no good that time either.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Covington with the bucket.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
It's deflected. And stolen by Noel. Shoots the 3. Covington's shot is off.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebound.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 19-7 run. Thompson misses.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Here's Johnson, and he dunks it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Bradley up top. He's got 8. From the top of the key, he buries it. Bradley's got 10 points.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Now here's Roten. Defense is right there. Noel down low. Guarded by Bradley. Celtics trailed by 7.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
No luck. Philadelphia shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. And finished off by Okafor.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on them now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Smart passes to Johnson. Inside. Here's Zeller. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Bradley kicks to Johnson. Right block shot. Bank shot. No good. Philadelphia leading by 10. Covington's shot is off.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Zeller dishes to Johnson. And they're on the break. Here's Covington. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Jones. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
You're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Okafor. He's got 19 points and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. Whether it's making a tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
Celtics trailed by 13.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And when we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Roten the pass to Thompson. Okafor sets the pick for Thompson. He kicks it to Okafor. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. 76ers ahead.
That boy Bradley looks mad as hell.